Hey guys, my name is VT and I made a game in a week. This is the first game I've ever made, so just lower your expectations because it's not going to be great. So basically on day one, I just opened up Unity and I started giving my players some basic inputs to listen for with the new input system, which is really awesome by the way, you should check it out. I knew the more inputs I put in will lead to more coding and work done in general, so I just kept everything as simple as possible, with only movements, crouching and shooting for now. Then I started coding everything in my game. Cue epic montage. Basically, the movements was really easy to implement, and then there was jumping. We don't talk about jumping. I finally found out why my capsule liked to ascend. It was because of the stupid gravity I messed up in the code, so I just fixed that right away so I can move on to the next thing. So by the end of day one, I had a player who could move and jump. I was keeping everything as simple as possible because I knew the more inputs I put in would lead to more coding and work done in general, so I was taking the easy way out. Fast forward to day 2, I really needed to find out what this game was going to be about because as of the time I didn't know what I was making. All I knew is that I wanted a player who could move and crouch and also shoot. So I implemented a really easy shooting mechanic, which we don't talk about anymore. I gave my player the ability to turn left and right, and then the game was coming together. And for crouching, I just took his scale and then divided it by 2, and then once it stands back up, the scale goes back to normal. So that was really easy. I tried to make the whole game with as little help from tutorials as possible, but I really needed help making enemy AI. But luckily I came across this tutorial after searching YouTube for like almost 12 hours. It was time to start making models because everything was looking too plain, and I needed to start piecing the game together. So I hopped on Blender and started modeling everything. I tried my best to use one texture for everything, so I made it 6x4, which isn't really going to be that hard because the game was just going to have a simple art style. I spent the whole day doing that and UV unwrapping and texture painting and everything. Then it was time to import it to Unity, which was not hard as well. And then I just put all the models in. For the crouching, I disabled his mesh renderer when he was standing, then enabled it and disabled the other one. And then just switched it back and forth, so kind of gave it a nice bopping. Man, just look at that. Then I started with level design. That took me about 2 days, so around day 6 or 7, I started designing UI. That didn't really take me much time, but after that, I had adding sound into the game, which brought about this weird bug. The enemies will go rage mode when there's no sound. I don't know why. What I would say was the hardest part of this whole process was actually exporting the game to Android, because Unity and the whole JDK SDK setup was really messed up. I watched hundreds of tutorials, went to hundreds of different sites for help and bug fixes, but nothing helped. But I finally got it working and I exported the game to Android. So yeah, that is the end of this video. You can check out the games or just don't. Like the video if you liked it and dislike it if you didn't. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Later.